will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. And to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd and 9 now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. At a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
So I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now, they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.